my gosh, that I would like to send to Marielle later. Is this Hi everyone, this is Camille Villar, and I was told now we're going to be going through some photos and I'm supposed to explain them to you or talk about them. So this is my first time doing something like this, so please bear with me. Okay, let's start. Oh my gosh. I suppose this photo, maybe I was like 2 years old, 3 years old, and this is definitely in the States because so ever since I was a year old and throughout my student life, we would always go and spend our summers and some Christmases in Los Angeles. So here's my dad, and as you can see, he was very young here. And then here's my older brother Pao and Mark. Mark is 7 years older than me, and Pao is 9 years older than me. So, and this is me. And I keep looking at myself when I was this age, and I keep trying to see similarities between me and my daughter Cara, because I want her to look like me. So, yun. That's that first picture. And this is me and Pao. So, Pao is my oldest brother. He's 9 years older than me. One of my most memorable birthdays was my 5th birthday, where I had it in McDonald's in Alabang. That's my most memorable birthday. So I hope my kids have their own McDonald's birthday. And so this probably started my love affair with junk food. And this is me and my mom. I think I was in grade 1 or 2. And the reason why I look like this, why I look so like sungit and I'm frowning, is actually because I didn't have my 2 front teeth. So I couldn't smile because I was bungi. But when you look at me, parang I'm so mataray, I'm so arte and everything. And this is my claim to fame. This was in 2006, so the year I graduated from college. So I was probably like 21 years old. I became Queen of Haro. So it's one of my favorite memories. I always love going back to Iloilo, not just Haro, because nga my lolo, Manuel Bamba Villar, and his family, they were fishermen from Iloilo. And then this, oh my gosh, so this is me with the sales network of Brittany Corporation. So when I first started working, one of my first big jobs was president of Brittany Corporation, which is our subsidiary that caters to the higher end housing market. And we had projects in Portofino and Crosswind. So we started that, and even until now, ever since I was young, my father would bring us along on Sundays, and he instilled in us this love for real estate and building homes, many beautiful homes. And so when I graduated college, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. It really excited me, and I had the honor of working with a team that I still work with until now, are still with me wherever I go. So these are good times. This is another good memory that I would like to send to Marielle later. And the funniest story is, nung time na to, so this was I hosted Will Time Big Time from 2013 to 2014. So I think at the time I was about 28 to 29. And what's so funny is that nung time na to, hindi kami kumakain. Nagma-master cleanse kami, nagsa-South Beach diet kami. But these are wonderful times, and I learned so much from Boss Willie. I miss him so much. And I'm so grateful for the friends that I made while I was hosting, who I consider some of my best friends, even until today, in this phase of my life. So I did a commercial once upon a time. So this was a commercial for Aloe Youth. It's like a drink with Chris Chu, who I went to Ateneo with, but I was one batch higher in. So someone I truly admire, very intelligent, very talented, and inspiring person. So yeah. Magandang binabalik-balikan yan. And this was one of the first AllHomes that we opened. So AllHome, when I returned from my master's in 2014, I came back, and instead of focusing on the real estate, I helped my dad and our team start our retail arm, the first of which is AllHome. Because we build homes, we felt that a natural entry into the retail market would be a home store, a one-stop home store. So we would travel all around the world, and we would look for pegs and see what was going on in the like Nitori, IKEA, like all the stores in Thailand and all that stuff. And we wanted to bring all those concepts into a store that was completely Filipino-owned and conceptualized. And this is All Day Mart. So before there was All Day Supermarket, we had All Day Mart, which was a chain of convenience stores and mini marts. This is where we started. I think this is somewhere in the Anghari, and I have that same love and passion for All Day Marts and All Day Supermarket. And the people that I've worked with are like my family. I've learned from them. And this is recent, Coffee Project in Capiz. So I think this is over 100 coffee shops around the Philippines na tayo. And Coffee Project is our first coffee brand, and we're proud to bring that sort of world-class experience all throughout the Philippines. And I always like opening Coffee Project branches because it gives me a chance to spend time with my dad, go around the country with my dad, and experience the beautiful things in every city. Like in Capiz, the seafood. So seafood and coffee. And this one, it's a very proud moment for me. This is me and my brother, Pao. Besides being my fitness coach right now, I've always considered myself very lucky to have two older brothers because they've always looked out for me. I've always had friends in them. I can confide in them about anything. And even if we fight, even if we disagree, at the end of the day, like both my brothers, they're always kuya to me. They always look out for me. If Pao, he's very kind. So if Pao gets something, he always makes sure that there's something for Mark and I, even until now. And because Pao is the smartest person I know, throughout school, if there was something I didn't understand, I would ask him to read it and he would help me. And a very unique feature of Pao as a brother is he's so into fitness and he is so into health, and he's trying to get me into it. And for those of you who have seen Pao now, and you think he's my younger brother, no. He is 9 years older than me. He is our eldest brother. He is older than Mark and I. For the record. And this is my dad, who's my everything. And this is us watching the UAAP finals, Ateneo versus UP. For many, many years, it's always Ateneo Lasal. I love basketball. And I think I learned that from my brothers. And I still love basketball until now. So any kind of basketball, NBA, PBA, FIBA, barangay, kahit anong liga, anything, basketball, I love. So basketball is my life, not soccer. And in this particular case, for the first time in a very long time, nagkaroon ng finals na Ateneo versus UP. So my dad watched with me. And so this is him as a Fighting Maroon and me as an Ateneo Blue Eagle. And hindi ko na maalala kung sino nanalo eh. Pero let's give chance to others. Diba? But I remember my dad would always tease me when I would be watching an Ateneo Lasal game. He's like, grabe, you guys are in a stiff competition talaga for number 2. So, yun. And this one was my, I think, oath-taking. In 2019, when I first won as Congresswoman of Las Piñas City, so this was in Mela Hotel. I was very happy then, lots of hopes and dreams, and I hope that I was able to achieve them. This one was my bahay sa bakuna. this was the awarding. So I think it was in 2020, where we wanted to encourage a lot of our kababayans and yung mga kababayan natin sa Las Piñas na magpabakuna because there was a lot of hesitation. So I read in the United States and in other countries that there were mayors and congressmen who were doing lotteries and prizes, to encourage people to get vaccinated. And so we did that in Las Piñas, and we had an owner from CAA, and it was great. It was great because at least we were able to have as many people vaccinated, and I'm very thankful na nalampasan na natin yung pandemya and dahan-dahan nakakabangon na tayo. And I'm also so happy that I was able to help everyone here. They're very close to my heart. And yeah. This is, I think, our first or second Villar Cup. So, di ba, I love basketball and a lot of people love volleyball. So we thought a nice activity for the youth of Las Piñas is to have a sports fest. So in our own little way, this is our way of encouraging our youth to stay in school, be productive, stay away from temptation, and promote camaraderie as well. And so this is me with my original inspiration for liking basketball, my brother Mark, who not only taught me how to play basketball, but also taught me how to ride a bike. Whenever I have problems or whenever there's something on my mind, whether it be about even fashion, whether it be about chismis or anything like that, one of the few people that I turn to, if not the one person I turn to who really gets me, other than my dad and maybe Pao and stuff, is really Mark. So, send Mark na pala ngayon. Sige, pero to me, he's Mark. He's a wonderful, wonderful older brother. And in fact, the reason why I wanted so much for Tristan to have siblings, my eldest son, is because I wanted him to have the gift of siblings, because to me, it's so important to me. It's such a gift to me. I don't know how I would get through life and in all this insanity without my two older brothers. And so I wanted to make sure that no matter what, Tristan would have someone to rely on. And I feel like that's what siblings are to you. So that's what Mark and Pao are to me. I think I'm a better person because of both of them, because of what I've learned from them, and because they and at the end of the day, they really do take care of me, even when we're all old na. And this is the Taylor Swift Eras concert that we had in Star Mall, Las Piñas. It was something that I thought of for our scholars, because everyone during the Taylor Swift concert here in Asia, everyone was like, during the Eras, everyone was like, Taylor Swift everything. And then I thought of my scholars and thought, you know what, they're working so hard. Some of them are working, and then they're studying at the same time. They're trying to get their degree, and I just wanted to give them something for them to relax and to have fun, because baka nakalimutan nila to have fun. And talagang when I saw part of the movie, and I was like, wow, ang ganda pala nito. And it was something that I wanted to share with them. So yan. Kaya ako naka-hoop earrings dyan. Then nakikiuso ako. This is me in Handog, Karunungan. So it's a program that I started in Las Piñas in 2019, and it's really to go around and meet the preschoolers and kinder students of Las Piñas and to really encourage them to read books. Because nowadays, everyone has gadgets, cell phones, the kids watch YouTube, Miss Rachel, or what have you, TikTok. And talagang there's so much value in reading actual books. Like, when my son was in preschool, the teachers would say, reading books is not just about reading per se, teaching them how to read. It improves their vocabulary, fosters their creativity, promotes literacy, and it's also good na hindi palaging gadgets. And I felt like maybe people were forgetting that. So in the same manner that Tristan and I, during the pandemic, we really bonded over book reading at night. I read books to him, and I loved how he liked all the different characters. And I wanted to give that same experience to the other preschoolers. So I really go around and I try to make reading fun for them. And talagang gustong-gusto ko yung story ng tipaklong, 'di ba? Yung langgam at yung tipaklong, because maganda yung lesson. It's about working hard and not being lazy, and that's something that my parents have always taught my brothers and I felt that it was a good lesson to teach the kids. And mahilig na mahilig ako sa malalaking book. Nung bata ako, parang feel na feel ko pag nagbabasa ako ng yung big books. So I wanted to give that too. So this is a wonderful program, and I love spending time with kids. And this is me presiding deputy duties. So I was very lucky that since maybe 2020 or 2021 or 2022, I was lucky enough to be elected as a deputy speaker in the House of Representatives. So I'm very, very lucky because I get to go on the rostrum and preside over daily sessions, which is such an honor and truly unbelievable, because when I was like 12 or 13, I used to watch my dad preside when he was speaker here in the House of Representatives. So grabe nga, when I was presiding for the very first time, I was really emotional because I remembered my dad and he was doing the exact same thing. And I also reminded my dad's former colleagues na matanda na sila. Kasi kasabay pa nila yung dad ko. Nung speaker, yung dad ko, nandun sila. Tapos ngayon, ako nandun ako. And when I was first here, I was 13 years old. And actually, my favorite memories of the sauna was I would be in my dad's office with my brother Mark, and we would watch the president's helicopters come in, and we would watch the senators come in and all that stuff. So when I go there upstairs, it still looks the same, in fairness. But I have a lot of good memories here in the House of Representatives. So this is Erwin. I think this was taken, I think after the sauna recently. But, you know, I'm very, very busy, but I'm so glad that I get to spend time with my husband and have fun with my husband, who is my biggest crush when I met him. So I'm so lucky that the person that I wanted to be with so badly also wanted to be with me and became my husband. Yeah. And I have many, many important men in my life, from my dad to my brothers to my husband, but this is the most important. This is Tristan. So I think Tristan was like maybe 4 years old here, kasi payat pa ako. And I think this was when Disney had an event in Evia Mall, and I brought Tristan because he liked Mickey Mouse, but he was very scared of Mickey Mouse. Yung mga bata pala minsan takot sa mascot. So sayang naman kasi, you know, they came here from Hong Kong, tapos wala. Ayaw niya ma-meet. Pero, I think the big one was si Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig was here. So, parang mas okay yata si Peppa Pig. Si Mickey hindi masyado. Is this Cara? Okay. Alright. Kasi, you know, hilo-hilo pa ako eh. So, parang si Cara to. And this is my darling girl, Cara. She's 1 year and maybe like 5 or 6 months now. And so I feel so lucky to have a girl. I thought maybe we would have problems. But maybe that's gonna come when she's a teenager. For now, I adore her so much. It's a very different journey from my first journey with Tristan. With Cara, it's like, ay, 1 na pala siya. Okay naman, nairaos naman. Okay naman siya, diba? So, but she's wonderful. So I'm so lucky to know what it's like to be a boy mom and then to have a girl mom. And you know, so lahat ng kaartehan ko in life, sa kanya ko linalabas, and I'm very grateful na maarte din siya. So na-appreciate din naman niya. And like, she likes makeup, which I don't. So we'll see. Wait and see. But you know, those are my pride and joys. And this is my family. So I'm so blessed to have my dad and my mom and my brothers in that family. But I'm equally blessed to have my family with Erwin. Like, I feel like parang kuta na ako. Parang this is a real blessing to have a beautiful, healthy boy and girl and husband who's so supportive. Parang kuta na lang everything else. I really draw my strength from both my parents, my brothers, and my family, my children, my husband. This really makes my life complete. And, you know, in my other life, nung payat pa ako, may mga ganyan-ganyan tayong mga picture, di ba? Kahit papano. So, I think this was in Lifestyle Asia. So, I like this photo because wala lang. I mean, sometimes it's also nice to get glammed up and wear pretty clothes. I think this dress was by a good friend of mine, Vanya Romoff. And, you know, sometimes you just take time for yourself and it's nice to feel good about yourself. And those are the pictures that are here. I hope I didn't bore you with my love for my family. But it's really nice to remember these things. And yeah, so it's wonderful. So actually, getting to look at the pictures and sharing them with you is also a gift to me because I get to look back fondly to all my memories and what got me here. So, see you next time.